Look.
Listen.
Taylor.
Welcome to the Look, Listen cast, where we cover the Pokemon Horizons anime and other things. And I gotta get it out of the way right now before we do anything, before we introduce anybody, before we get to the first segment. It's a 10. This episode's a 10. It's got everything you need. Don't give me the eyebrows, Geesepeep. There's never been a better episode.
My eyebrows are halfway up my head, too.
Nope. It's perfect. There's nothing you could ever need other than this episode of Pokemon. And you'll find out why later on in the episode. Geesepeep, hello. Taylor, hello.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Because Taylor mentioned it and it was correct, we decided why not have all three people on for today's episode, the big giant finale of Pokemon Horizons. Now, Joe Sarabi can correct me if I'm mistaken, but as I understand it, this is the true and real finale. But then Pokemon Winds and Waves got delayed 1 year, so now they're going to do an extra season of just goofing off in Pokemon Go Land.
I'm kind of okay with that.
But in reality, this was the final episode, and this was the end of everybody's story. So shouts out.
Okay. I have a question. First of all, I'm trying to process they can do that?
They can do what?
They can just say, oh, hey, we're delaying Winds and Waves by a year. You guys just have fun? So we're getting nothing but B team, is what I'm hearing.
Who says it's B? It could be the Triple S team.
It's probably the C team.
We're still going to go to Pokemon Sleepland, Pokemon Go World, Pokemon Unite Village. It's going to be great. I mean, hey, we're real jumping ahead. Spoilers to how we feel about next episode, but we'll cover it. We'll cover it when we get to it.
I am glad that I have heard that news. Shout out to Joe Sarabi for making my day, because if this was the true finale, I'd have some things to say.
What do you mean?
Some different things to say. I still have things to say, but now they're going to be changed at the last second, much like, I guess, the production schedule of this anime.
Taylor, before we get into our first segment of the week, what you been geesin' peep of the week, can you please tell us what happened last time on Pokes in English?
Previously on Pokemon, there was a giant battle at Laqua. 16 heroes got foiled. I can't remember how.
Yeah, remember they terrestrialized.
Now it's up to the big guns.
Yeah, that's for darn tootin'. Geesepeep, you look miserable. It's our first segment of the week. What you been peeping, Geese of the week. Why don't we start out with Geesepeep? She's raring to talk.
Hey guys, it's me, Geesepeep. I was not on last week's episode because I went to Charleston, South Carolina to visit my dear friend.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's in North Carolina, so sorry. Charleston, the famous Charleston, North Carolina, Taylor.
It's not Charleston Chew, it's the Charleston Shuffle, right? The dance.
You're doing the dance.
I cannot stop thinking about the Gladiator song. I just can't. What more often than you would? How often do you think that comes up in my life now?
Once a day.
What are you even talking about?
Go ahead. Yeah, the circus.
Oh, the parade of the soldiers or whatever.
Yes,
and the elephants on the bouncy balls and the acrobats.
It's just insane.
Anyway, Geesepeep, please continue.
It was good. I got to visit my dear friend Lily and her beautiful family. It's so funny. Her kid is like the same age as Cameron, my nephew. She's so bossy in particular. Like, she'll be like, Mama, you do this. Mimo, you do that. Dada, you do this. When they picked me up from the airport, she wanted only me to pick her up out of her car seat and take her up. And when I went to pick her up, I was like, whoa, because she weighs half the weight as Cameron. I was like so unprepared for how light she was. Anyway, I had really good barbecue. It was delicious. Got brisket and pulled pork and banana pudding pie.
Ooh, you love banana dessert. That's one of your favorites.
It is one of my favorites. It's
your top 5.
Do you like Bananas Foster?
Of course she loves bananas.
I love it.
I'm just excited to hear support for one of my top 2 desserts.
She's always in
What's your top one?
They interchange. It's like cheesecake. So Guncan made this cheesecake. She made this dessert for me like 5 years ago, and she didn't understand how a water bath worked with cheesecake. So she put the cheesecake in the springform pan and just dunked it in the water and baked it. And this was at like 2 a.m. And I don't know what happened to it, but still my favorite dessert of all time.
Shouts out.
Wow.
Love a good cheesecake. Geesepeep's just never had a good cheesecake. That's why she doesn't like cheesecake.
Oh, yeah. You just need a good one, Geese. Get a banana
guess.
foster
I don't know.
cheesecake. Banana foster is a great dessert choice, though.
Yeah. We also went to a park, and guys, I did some great birding in Charleston. I saw a new type of warbler, a Mississippi kite. I saw a summer tanager. Anyway, we were walking on the path in the swamp sanctuary. We were looking at all the birds. And there were a bunch of birders there, as there usually are. And they had, their fancy cameras looking at all the guys. And there's this couple, a man and a woman, and they had their big cameras and they were looking. And I was like, oh, hey, by the way, there's a family of wood ducks. And they're like, oh, yeah, I've heard they're hanging around. Thank you so much. I'll go over and look at them. And then I was like, oh, and a couple of wood storks just flew overhead. I think they're over there on the tree. And the lady like pauses, smiles, and she says, do you want to try that name again? And I'm like, I'm confused. I thought at first she misheard me. So I was like, oh yeah, wood storks. And she was like, you want to try that name again? The same thing to me. And I was just like, and then I realized that she was like trying to say that like I had the wrong bird.
Yeah, that's just like a ridiculously passive aggressive. I don't even know if that's passive aggressive.
I don't know if it's passive
I would
either.
never say that to somebody I wasn't familiar with.
I know. And so I'm like, oh, no, I'm pretty sure wood storks, they're right over here. And so I literally walk 3 steps and show her. And she looks in her camera and she's like, oh, she sounded so disappointed. She's like, oh, yeah, those are wood storks. She was so disappointed that I was right.
Good
and then
God.
She says, I'm just so used to people saying the wrong birds. So I was like, okay.
So that's her approach.
What gatekeeping. If anybody's keeping me out of the birding community, it's this
lady.
Don't make me say it.
First of all, okay. So Lily and I then walk away like further up the path, and Lily is like,
you were with her during this interaction.
Yes, I was.
Wow.
Yes,
you even had
Lily
backup.
says some unfamily friendly words about this woman, and I'm like, yeah, I know, what the heck. And then like we see this nest of this really rare warbler, and I was like, oh, should I go tell everyone about this? And then Lily was like, no way, that woman was like but I'm still thinking about that interaction. That's probably my worst interaction I've ever had with a birder.
You and me both, Geese, because this sounds awful. What a horrid person.
It makes no sense, too, because I literally, just before I told him about the wood storks, said there's a family of wood ducks, which is like, it's not like a super common known bird. Also, wood storks aren't a super common bird. So why would I just like pull that out of nothing?
I had a similar interaction when I said, this was years ago. I said, what kind of dog is that? Or what type of dog is that? And this dude was like, you mean what breed? And thank God my brain was working, because I said, no, what are his hobbies? And he got so upset. His face just turned really red, and he said some breed I don't remember. But
good stuff.
Who like people like, how do you get up and exist as a human like that?
That's a good question.
I don't get it.
I'm sorry I didn't have a $10,000 camera, and I guess that doesn't make me a true birder.
Guess
like
not.
you don't know what I know. Like
you're the pure birder. She just bought her way into the club. You earned it. You earned your wings.
I will never forget the sound of disappointment when she knew I was right.
I think that should be in like a positive way, right?
Well, yeah, I just like
that's a moment of triumph right there for you.
It's a moment of triumph.
So embarrassed.
But like I was the one who felt embarrassed because like I was confused about what she meant initially, and I was all flustered. Like
that's just because you expect people to be good, and she expects herself to be better than everybody.
Enough time spent on this woman. She deserves none of it. Geesepeep, what is Evil Man and Tootie?
Tootie is a nickname that for my friend Lily's child.
I see, of course.
She was a hoot.
What a hoot.
So her name's Tootie. Not Hootie.
Hootin', hollering.
Hootie would be great because birds and a hoot.
Perfect. Geesepeep, what's Evil Man?
Okay, guys.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait.
The
I think I know this Evil Man. Does it involve a leg and a chair?
The crazy thing is this is coming hot on the heels of Evil Bird Woman.
I know.
So
much evil
what a
today.
week of villainy.
I know.
South Carolina was known for its warm southern charm.
No.
Evidently
Geese. No.
You're thinking of Northern Carolina.
Northern Carolina is my favorite state.
I know. It's Charleston and everything.
Yeah.
So on the flight down to Charleston, it's a full flight. And I'm in the middle of the extra leg room because I am a Southwest A-list girly.
Wow.
And I'm in the middle, right? And there's people on both sides of me. The man on the aisle is first aboard, right? Because he's priority. First, when I go to first when I'm like, oh, hey, I'm like the middle. Can you get up and move? He was like confused and like sat there for like 5 seconds.
And he said, do you want to try that seat name again? Sorry.
And
go on, Geese.
Finally got up so I could get through, but did it in a really weird way. Anyway, we're all boarded. This man, I'm in the middle, right? And it should be understood that as the middle person, you get both armrests. I feel like that's like a standard,
that's the rule, because window gets to lean on window, aisle gets to kind of goof off in the aisle a little bit, and they have their own aisle guy. Armrest.
Yeah, but this man is he is parked on the arm seat, and his legs are crossed, and his leg is in my underneath bag area. So I am the whole entire flight like this.
For audio listeners, she turned herself into a can of sardines, like a cartoon.
But only one of the sardines.
I'm squished, and originally I had one of my feet like right next to my backpack and like the little space underneath the seat, and then my foot got tired, so I moved it like back, and as soon as I did that, he put his foot there.
Oh my God.
His foot was in my under bin space.
Were the chairs staggered? Because sometimes they'll put the metal partitions not in front of their corresponding seat.
No, this was, keep in mind, an extra legroom row.
Yeah.
And also the newer plane. So it didn't have like the awkward like gap, really hard between the seats. So he did that the entire flight.
Audio listeners, everybody you're listening to, over 6 feet. Geesepeep, maybe she's not 6. She's around 6 feet. It's fine. She's very tall. So imagine her legs trying to fit into this thing. She should have been pressing the flight attendant button, please, I need help. But what if the flight attendant was Evil Bird Woman? She would take his side.
It was only an hour, 15-minute flight, so it was fine. But it was just the gall. And then on my way back, this same man is on my flight. But thank God this flight was empty and I wasn't in his row. Oh,
I don't know what I would have done. Sometimes I'll so if somebody really is trying to spread out way too much, and again, it's not my choice to be incredibly large, right? That's just how it goes. So I'll if somebody's getting a little too aggressive with their space, I'll just go on top of them. I've put my full arm on top of a guy's arm before, and I said, it's just fine, and he moved his arm.
Very good. Well, everybody, we got a big episode today, so moving on to my Geese of the Week, what we've been peeping. I watched the film HOKUM.
No spoilers.
It is a horror movie starring Adam Scott, I believe is the man's name, of Severance.
Neon, right?
I don't recall. I missed the first 5 minutes. I don't remember who put it out. You have plans to see this, it sounds like you're saying.
Yes, it was supposed to be this past weekend. It was supposed to be yesterday. I was going to see this.
There's some spooky moments. I can tell you, though, if you've ever played Silent Hill or Resident Evil, you're going to watch this movie and just go, oh,
that's good, though.
Well, I can imagine if you've never played Silent Hill and you watch this movie, you'd be like, ooh, fun, neat. But if you have played Silent Hill, you go, I remember that.
Oh.
You're just, the movie, Taylor's just, you're doing Silent Hill puzzles, and it's like spooky. There's so many parts of it that are just from those games, and I go, okay, I guess you're allowed to do that with Adam Scott, if you got Adam Scott on board, I guess.
Were there any things lifted directly from one of the games, or were they more in the spirit of?
Difficult to answer question. I want to say in the spirit of, but I don't know. It's so similar. It just captures the vibe of Silent Hill so well. Like, so, in a million different ways.
Have you seen what's the other one? Caveat?
No, never heard of Caveat.
Go watch Caveat, because there are so many moments where you're solving a puzzle to get a key, to open a door, to go through a secret passage, and I'm just thinking, oh, this is a fan of video games that made this movie.
Yeah, big time. Big time. They honestly, in the credits, though, they should have said, and thank you, of course, to the creative team behind Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
And Hideo Kojima.
Yeah. That's my review of that movie. It has some spooky moments. You can watch it. You may have a fun time. It's not crazy good or anything.
No.
Let me tell you what is crazy good. A little video game I beat last night by the name of Vampire Crawlers. When I tell you guys, anytime I blink, anytime my eyes close, I see the flashing numbers from Vampire Crawlers and getting my combo up higher and higher and higher. I beat the game. I saw the credits. The other day, I beat Death, which I've never done before. I never did that in Vampire Survivors. I just got really lucky with this one build, and I picked up a friendly guy along the way who I didn't even realize, but he just kept giving me more and more revives. And I had this crazy hundreds of times combo. And the character I use, Pugnala, she's the girl from Vampire Survivors with the double like dual guns. Like you do the
I remember.
And the doves and everything. So I got her. I've got cards that make it where all my cards cost nothing. I've got all these cards that keep drawing more cards and keep increasing my hand size. So I've just got hundreds of cards on the screen, and I've got things that make my cards less likely to break. And what a fun game. Wonderful game. Recommended. It's like $5-10. So much fun. So addicting. You want to just keep playing, getting stronger and stronger. Had a wonderful time. Terrible news. The DualSense PS5, it still hurts my thumb, and now my thumb hurts so much. So no more PlayStation for a little bit. Gonna have to get more gems for Geesepeep on Switch 2.
So are you like finally now done with Scritchy Scratchy?
Yeah, I beat Scritchy Scratchy a long time ago.
Yeah, you beat it, but then continued to play it when I was over there. So I was just checking in.
Is that
so I could get another achievement?
What's Scritchy Scratchy?
She talked about it before. It's this little phone / PC game where you scratch it's like a clicker, like an auto kind of guy. You scratch off tickets. It's fun. It's like a couple dollars. It's worth it. I recommend it. Vampire Crawlers. Wonderful. Cheap. Good. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh.
Scritchy Scratchy.
No, I wasn't talking about that. Thumb hurts. PlayStation, please. I can't believe you never redesigned the DualSense. I heard so many stories of people with terrible hand pains from holding the DualSense. It really just hurts your thumb. It's a big strain. I'm sorry. PS6 better have a better ergonomic controller. So no more hand pain.
When's that supposed to come out?
It'll be November next year.
Oh, that's so long.
But you're getting 3 versions of it. You're getting a powerful version, a cheaper version, and a handheld version.
Oh.
The handheld, of course, can play PS4, PS5, PS6 games.
Can't wait for those bundles.
That'll be sick. And then finally, The Testaments. I'm still watching the sequel series to Handmaid's Tale. It's still very good. Although the last episode I watched, I noticed a lot of little ADR mistakes. I don't know if they're going to fix it, but they're like technical errors in the show. But the story, the performance is good. It's fun. So I still recommend The Testaments. Taylor, take it away with whatever you have to Peep of the Week this week. Geese, what you been peeps.
I've been playing a little bit more of Slay the Spire. I wasn't going to bring it up, but you're talking about Vampire Crawlers. Something that I really like about the Vampire Survivors, Vampire Crawlers, I'm assuming does this, is the elements of the roguelike that permanently increase your health by 2.5% or whatever. I think that's a very good way of doing roguelikes, because whenever I finish Slay the Spire, and boy, Eric tries to convince me that it's a good system, you get little card unlocks and everything, but mostly you're just playing the same thing over and over again. So I'm thinking to myself, I like the game. I like the gameplay. It's very fun. But when I finish a run that takes me an hour and I just lose randomly, or because of a bad draw, whatever, it feels like such a waste. It feels like such a waste, and there are just so many games to play. And
well, yeah, that's what's so good about Vampire Crawlers is you get so many coins on a good run that you can spend to upgrade your character and buy stuff and get gems and like add slots to cards and stuff.
Exactly.
So there were a number of runs I'd be at the final boss and I would have beaten him and I would have beaten the level, but then I was like, maybe I'll try my luck. And if you let a card break, then a purple death shows up.
Okay.
And you're probably going to die to that. I think you may be able to beat it, but I've never beaten a purple death, just normal death.
Sounds like an energy drink. But yeah, I've been playing Lords of the Fallen, finally. I had such a funny conversation with Eric about Lords of the Fallen because he was talking about how much later it came out than Liza P., Geese's favorite video game character. And they came out within like a month of each other. I went with Liza P., obviously. Super excited about Lords of the Fallen, though, and I'm finally playing it. It's a good game. They improved a whole lot from it, but the more I play it, the more I'm like,
What kind of game is it? I've never heard of it.
It's a Souls-like. It was the first one. It's very similar to Dark Souls 2, I would say. It's a third-person action game. It has a lot of like horror, like gothic horror kind of elements to it as far as art direction goes, which is okay for me. I'm probably going to finish it once and then be done with it. There's some goofball bugs, but really cool kind of systems. I'm excited for the sequel coming out. It was one of the first Unreal Engine 5 games to come out, and people were really, really excited about this genre being presented in this kind of pretty way. So it's fine. I'm glad I didn't spend $70 on it. I can't imagine. I also started watching an anime that I have not watched in a really long time.
Taylor's Anime Minute.
It's called Aldnoah Zero. It's the classic mecha premise of people in space fighting people on Earth. The cool thing is the technology driving everything is this mysterious technology that was discovered on Mars. I recommended this for so many years of my life. I watched it whenever it came out, so more than 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I'm rewatching it now, and most of the scenes are just like, I can't wait for this scene to be over. You're just still talking, aren't you? Kind of. Geese, are you a Mike Flanagan fan? Did Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor.
I don't do spooky.
Okay. They're very good. They're not super scary. They're more, the first one at least was really about like addiction and grief. This one is very heavily about addiction, the one that I'm currently watching. I'll really review it next week because I have one more episode left, but it's called Midnight Mass.
Sounds spooky.
The guy who plays the preacher is so charismatic. I just love listening to this guy. But a lot of the there's a very famous scene in Haunting of Hill House of one of the groundskeepers. Great character actor. I can't remember the actor's name, but great character actor. It makes sense. Just has this crazy monologue. It's like 4 minutes long or something. And the entire time you're just enraptured in this guy's performance. And there's this nice, like very subtle zoom in on him while he's telling. It's just such a sick scene. Everybody should go watch this scene because it's very well done. And at the time, you never saw that in films, especially in TV. Unfortunately, in this show, they were like, what if everybody did that? And every scene is just 5 minutes of storytelling constantly. Imagine me talking for 5 minutes and then you talking for 5 minutes. And I said, Geese, how was your day? And you said, when I was a little girl, my father treated me to, and that was the beginning of the story.
It's like a play.
It's rough. It does not translate well to a 7 or 8 episode miniseries.
Very sick. Taylor, Geesepeep, are we prepared for
Poké-news of the
week? Quick Poké-news of the week this week. Taylor, this is news for you. a new Pokemon Center store has been confirmed to open in Bangkok, Thailand later this year. Look at these little Pokemon plush guys. They're wearing traditional Thai garb.
That's where I got my suits.
You just reminded me that I haven't looked at the Pokemon Center plushies for Pokemon Pokopia.
Yep, they exist.
Should I do it or should I not spend a lot of money?
Just
I remember
wait
you
for
saying
a sale.
They don't have sales. They don't have sales on Pokemon Center plushies. You told me not to send you Pokemon Center plushies because you're going to buy them. In the next piece of Pokemon news, the Pokemon, of course, from Cerebi. This is all from Cerebi. No big surprise there. The next Pokemon TCG set has been revealed for the West. Mega Evolution Pitch Black releases July 17th, 2026. Look at that Mega Darkrai. Very scary. Kind of sad we didn't get Mega Darkrai in the anime. Oh, well. At least the Laqua Tower looked like him. And the final piece of Pokemon news, also for Taylor, Lego is to host special experiences for Pokemon Go Fest Copenhagen in June at the event space and 2 Lego stores.
So many issues with that. First of all, the Pokemon Lego sets I thought were real bad. Those are one of the reasons that I moved over to Alt Bricks because they were so crazy overpriced.
Thank goodness the Pokemon Lego sets look terrible because now I don't have to feel bad about not buying them. That Pikachu and that Eevee are so ugly.
Scalpers bought all of them so quickly.
The Pokemon Center was fun, I guess. That was a good Lego set. That concludes our Poké-news of the week. It is now time to discuss, arguably, the finale of Pokemon Horizons, episode 136. Somebody in English, please tell me the title of this episode.
Stellar Finale.
Or in Japanese, Stera Finale.
Thank you, Geese.
Finale.
Thank you, Geese.
Finale.
I wasn't ready for that one.
Geesepeep, can you please give us a one-sentence synopsis for the finale of Pokemon Horizons, please?
The final showdown to save the world and our souls.
The Laqua Tower is invincible. What are we going to do? Taylor, first of all, before we do anything, let's get that Extreme G DJ back out here. I can't think of a plan without some Euro trance, early 2000s, late 90s, techno rave tracks. Let's get a theme song. And guys, this is our last time with this theme song. So I hope you enjoyed it, especially the little trill at the end. Once again, for the finale, way too sick to have a little intro screen with Liko narrating the title. We just see the words up on the screen and all the action. We got the Rising Volt Tacklers. We got the Terra Warriors standing in front of the Laqua Tower. We got Chelsea, Sidian, and Coral up on a cliff nearby. And honestly, guys, sounds like they're looking up to the Heroes of Light. It sounds like they're kind of saying, these guys are pretty sick. Gotta hand it to them.
They are.
And then, Taylor, Butler Hamburger shows up. Coral brings him up to speed, says, yeah, Spinal got absorbed, and Butler Hamburgers can't believe it. He jumps down there.
Spinal pulled an annihilation.
Kinda, yeah.
Just walked right into it. Grandma Diana, by the way, pumped to see Butler Hamburgers. And spoilers, maybe those two gonna have a wonderful life together. Who's to say? Go, Mo Rotom!
In Pokemon Go.
Yeah, in Pokemon Go Land. Go, Blood Moon Ursaluna. Go, Pecharunt Wash Rotom. Shouts out, Geesepeep, to the Japanese voice actor for Wash Rotom. Hysterical voice. Just sounds like he's yelling, Washroom!
I'm still kind of confused about their plan. So they're just gonna... So the core gets stronger with more attacks because it learns. So you have to do new attacks.
Yeah,
so
you have to overwhelm it.
Yeah, all at the same time.
So it's a very funny little Destiny or Dragon Ball situation where it's like, hey, we had all this build up, all this prep. Just fire a really big energy beam. That's going to be the solution.
Geesepeep, I was thinking the exact same thing. I says to myself, why are we attacking? Doesn't it only get stronger when you do that? Well, in response to me asking that question, they all yell some more move names. Sick moves, actually. Exclusive moves, perhaps. Probably Malignant Chain. A great move from Pecharunt. Moonblast, Ursaluna. Nemona then says out loud, wow, look what veteran trainers are capable of. Which leads me to say, what a great point, Nemona. The entire world's going to end, and we only have a couple of kids here and a couple old guys. Why don't we just call the champions of all the other regions to stop by, hop on a flight to save the world?
They're busy with the village downstairs.
I guess so.
Thank goodness the rest of the adult crew is not here.
Well, yeah, they're busy. Like
No, with the village.
Yeah, remember?
It's a very quaint village, Geese.
The herdier, he needs to rest for a day. And Molly should be in the same room. So then Chelsea, Sidian, and Coral all attack. Everybody's favorite moves are used. Who here doesn't love the move Salt Cure? No,
I actually do. I like it.
Everybody loves it. Okay. Now is the time, says Fritos. It is our moment to strike. So Roy, our boy, yells out Rayquaza to the skies, and he says, buddy, we promise Lucius. And then the Force Ghost of Lucius touches Roy's shoulder, and his Mega Ring starts to glow. Shiny Rayquaza Mega Evolves. It's so sick, and he doesn't even need a Mega Stone. All he needs to do is know Dragon Ascent, and then he can Mega Evolve. Then, Geesepeep, Amethio, jealous as all get out, looking at Shiny Mega Rayquaza, decides to look at Shiny Complete Form Zygarde, and he quotes Gibeon. He says, follow the path you believe in. And he says, Zygarde, listen. If I want to follow the path I believe in, we got to destroy the Laqua Tower. You know it to be true. We all know we got to destroy this. I promise it hurts the environment. You're Zygarde. That's your whole deal, saving the environment. So then we get Force Ghost Gibeon showing up. Yeah. He grabs Amethio's hand, and then Amethio's Mega Ring glows. Shiny Complete Form Zygarde Mega Evolves into the brand new Mega Zygarde, and everyone knows that giant cannon of his can use Nihil Light and destroy any threat to the world, no matter how big. Shouts out to Zygarde, by the way, for finding his Mega Stone Pebble at some point. Sick. I don't remember that episode, but apparently he did.
Yep.
I laughed so hard at just seeing him. It's just like he basically looks the same. Just now he has a giant gun.
Yeah. He's got a big cannon. It's
like Kirby.
Yeah, it's like from Legend Z8. He's got to destroy the threat to the universe. It's fine.
Also, I love Rayquaza's Mega Evolution.
He's beautiful.
Oh.
He's a great Mega. Some may argue it's because of Rayquaza we have Megas, because, again, he's the only one that doesn't need a Mega Stone. Then we get Taylor. We get such a sick shot. The kind of shot that I never would have expected to see in a Pokemon anime, to be honest.
The shot from a cannon.
2 Mega Shiny Legendaries.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Taylor, the 2 main characters of the anime, our boys, Roy and Amethio. I mean, who cares about the girlies?
Yeah.
They yell their Pokemon's names, and then the tower starts to build crystal flowers and tendrils and tentacles, and it's attacking. The other Terra Warriors yell at Charizard and Dragonite to start dragon attacking it. Go, Samurott and Palmot, you help too. Can I give just the biggest shout out in the world? Oh,
Palmot being out here at all is
he knows quick attack.
Fun.
Come on,
very funny.
He's sick. Taylor, can I give a quick shout out to Amethio? What a genius! Just already knows Mega Zygarde's move pool. Keep in mind, Zygarde learned how to Mega Evolve just recently in the canon of everything, and
he looked up the in the back of the Pokemon Monthly.
Yeah, he had to have gone to Cerebi to learn this, because Amethio then yells out, I thought it was over right here. He yells out, Zygarde use Nihil Light. Or in Japanese, the light that returns to nothing, Munikisu Hikari. So, of course, Tower, very scared of Nihil Light, or Nihil. How do you pronounce Nihil? Is it Nihil?
It's probably Nihil.
Yeah, like
because it's like a Nihil.
Nihilism, yeah, Nihil. So, in response to the Nihil Light, the tower builds itself a little shield. Don't worry about it. Nihil Light cracks it completely, and the core is exposed. Okay, guys.
I still can't believe they're fighting that thing.
Everybody calm down.
It's so silly.
No, it's not. We're about to get real sick. It's about to get so sick. I need water for this one. Roy says Rayquaza, Dragon Ascent the core. Oh no. The core starting to build some more crystal for protection. Skeledirge, I want you to torch song and power up that Rayquaza. Guys, this next shot of this episode is why it's getting a 10. I never thought I would say this for a Pokemon episode. Other than maybe the finale of the Sun and Moon anime, I've never seen anything this sick in Pokemon. I've never had this emotion come up in Pokemon. It made me feel like the opening of Halloween 2018 when they do the needle drop at the beginning with the music.
No way.
Skeledirge uses Torch Song. The Firebird flies to Rayquaza, envelops him, and turns him into a giant, sick, diving phoenix and crashes into the core. It's the sickest thing we've ever seen.
Do you not remember
You say
Tinkaton
Tinkaton evolving.
hitting that hammer?
That hammer's got nothing on Phoenix
Come
Mega
on.
Rayquaza.
I think that had more emotional weight than this
Oh
did.
my god, you guys are
100%
crazy.
yes.
Anyway, the core tower stops moving. Pagogo-chan rushes forward, but then, oh my goodness gracious, it starts spewing out more Laquium fog. But you Pokemon, you just gotta fight through it. And Meowscarada does it. She breaks out of the Laquium. She Trick Flowers, and then Skeledirge and Quaquaval break through the fog too. Great work, everybody.
What are you going to say, Geese? Because I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this.
Well, I will save my thoughts for later, but I just thought it was interesting that Hamburglar explains their ability to overcome mist by saying, for their partners, Pokemon will produce miracles.
Yeah, much like Pikachu crying in the first movie, saving Ash. It's a miracle. Captain Pikachu, he's breaking through the Laquium juice. Screamtail, you too. Coral's crying. She's so happy and proud of Screamtail. Chelsea's so confused. What's going on? And then Butler Hamburgers delivers his miracle explanation. And then Liko says, Pagogo-chan, it's time to end this. We then get our third Force Ghost of the episode. Liko's great-great-great-great-grandma, Ristal. Force Ghost appears and grabs Liko's shoulders. Pagogo-chan stellar transforms, terastalizes everybody, takes all the Pokemon up in giant Terra orbs, envelops the Laquium orb, breaks all the crystals, and I think, is he going to send this orb into space like Superman 2? Perhaps?
Sure.
We'll find out. We then get my favorite moment in any episode, a nice little PowerPoint presentation slideshow of everybody happy, smiling, proud of their Pokemon for what they've done. Oh, and hey, look, after we broke all the crystals, it's Spinal. He's alive. He was just hiding in there. That's sick. Zerk and Onions, they yell out to him. Umbreon rushes over. Spinal, give it up, buddy. You lost. He's crying over the Laquium core. Umbreon, furious at Spinal at this point.
He's had enough.
Very much so.
Just yelling at Spinal. And I can't believe it, Geesepeep.
Spinal grabs a piece of crystal and he's like, all right, Umbreon, go fight Liko. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
And Umbreon is like, no.
Probably because it sees the Mega Zygarde and Mega Rayquaza.
Umbreon's not dumb.
Yeah. So
Not
Spinal
dumb, Brian.
disobeys his Pokemon's wishes, steps on the crystal, releases the mist, and drugs his own very Pokemon.
Amethio and Roy at this point are yelling, you dirty fill in the blank.
Fella.
Stop it. But now Umbreon can't control itself. Covered in Laquium fog. All of its fur is so staticky, Geesepeep. His eyes are so red. Okay. Meowscarada, use Quick Attack. We get a very sick animation of Meowscarada and Umbreon fighting, actually. Spinal keeps yelling at the hurt and exhausted Umbreon to attack. Meowscarada, use acrobatics, use a flower trick.
All of the animation in this sequence is way too good for the
so
backbone of it.
So sick for this little fight.
There's been no buildup of Liko versus Spinal at all. I don't know if they've ever really spent any time with their conflicting ideals. I thought it was going to be Amethio and Spinal, which would have been super significant. But I guess it's Liko.
Well, she's the main character. She can do something. Liko yells at Spinal, you don't need Laquium, Spinal. All you need is a bond to your Pokemon. And Spinal says, bonds don't exist. And Liko says, oh yeah? Well, I love Pokemon. That's right. I said it. I love Pokemon. I raised this Pokemon back when she was just a little baby Sprigatite. And it's my treasure, which, of course, is a callback to the theme of Scarlet and Violet, which this is the final episode in that arc, so very appropriate. Spinal. This is still Liko talking. Spinal, you must understand. You mean to tell me you don't love your Umbreon? Clearly, Umbreon loves you. Look at all it's doing just to make you happy. Look, it's dying out here. It's doing everything it can for you.
Just imagine him realizing that he had been taken over by the Laqua if he, instead of just his poor judgment, and then his love for Umbreon makes him go like, oh, what? I've been crazy the whole time. And that would make even more sense for everybody being super worried about the world, because it's a greater threat than anybody realizes.
Oh,
like humans could be affected by it. Yeah.
So then Spinal yells out, I'm nothing like any of you. And we get a flashback to when Umbreon was just a little baby Eevee, getting pets from Kid Spinal while he was studying at night.
What a nerd.
Then Eevee looks out the window at night into the full moon, and it evolves by a little something called friendship evolution. Spinal, you ever heard of it? We're back in the present day. Spinal calls Liko a pest, and Umbreon does this big giant dark attack.
I'm so glad they did this.
It's not going to be this good in English, I can promise you. It's just, I think it's the translator being funny. But Liko says to Meowscarada, I need more magical leaves than you can even fathom is possible.
I hope that's the same.
Yeah, well, they probably won't even.
I hope that was purposely put in as like a joke to the fact that people made fun of them for that.
Yeah, big magical leaf. Now a big magical leaf. Then, like we mentioned earlier, with the entire budget behind this episode, we get a huge Dragon Ball animation team on this giant Kamehameha magical leaf. And Umbreon's big giant dark attack. The leaves take over, completely envelop Umbreon. We get a commercial break. We're back from the commercial break. Umbreon's flying in the air, and the Laqua all used up. Umbreon's back to normal. Pogogo-chan did it. He destroyed the core. The sky is back to normal. Blue sky, beautiful place, Geesepeep.
Beautiful place.
No more scary technodrome, Taylor. Pogogo-chan then goes back to his normal form, flies down into Liko's arms, and we did it. Spinal lost. He can't believe it. He approaches Umbreon. He says, good job, Umbreon. Why don't you get back into your Pokeball? Geesepeep, can you please tell me what Umbreon does next?
He hits that Pokeball away and he says, no, sir, I've had enough of you and your antics.
Umbreon knocks the Pokeball out of Spinal's hand with its tail and walks off into the forest. Now, I got to tell you guys, you don't really see this.
Yeah.
This may be a first. A Pokemon abandoning its trainer.
Yep.
It's pretty sad. Pretty sad moment.
Yep.
And Spinal stumbles off, walking into the forest after Umbreon.
Which is a very strange character exit.
He's lost everything.
Just wanders into the forest, and it's like, oh, all right.
But Pokemon animators know what to do. It's just the animators. Pokemon storyboard artists know what to do. The writers know what to do. When you get a real sad moment, you got to have a funny moment immediately afterwards. So Hamburgers, I guess, is just in charge of the explorers now. Because he says, all right, all explorers leave Laqua right now. He says, we did it, Fritos. Shouts out. The whole squad, honestly, we did it. And now it's time for the final, or perhaps second to last, sunset of the entire Scarlet and Violet anime. Look in the sky, says Captain Pikachu. It's the brave Olivine, or the brave Salami, some may say.
Remember these characters?
Yeah.
That village, did you see how quaint it was?
It's a quaint village. We got
pretty quaint.
It's no Charleston, but it'll do.
And now, in a moment so good, I had to discuss it with Taylor before recording. Taylor's favorite moment of the episode happens. They say it's the finale of the series, the season. There's only one boy. There's only one boy we can get walking out of a bush to show how important this is. Taylor, who comes out of that bush?
It's my boy.
Pogogo-chan's best friend. Who is it?
Should have been the main character of the anime, Bidoof.
Bidoof walks out of a bush, and I had to pause it. I was losing it.
It was the Bidoof and his friends that they met the first time they were in Laqua.
Exactly. Everybody's favorite characters. And I love how it was Bidoof and Oddish. Bidoof is Taylor's favorite Pokemon. Gloom is Geesepeep's favorite Pokemon. And here they are, both of them. So I guess I just have to love Pansage now, I guess.
Yep.
My boy.
Pansage is a perfectly fine Pokemon.
Also, look, Clefairy and Clefable. All the stars are here. We got the Evolutions. We got all the Laqua Pokemon. They're so happy the Loquium's gone. Pidgey.
And we really were worried about them because they established that they were there 140 episodes ago.
And like 5 episodes too. Geesepeep, humble Pidgey. Who could forget you? Then we get kind of a funny little scene of Ult. My boy Ult. I think we mentioned this, but we had some comments earlier by a big Ult fan. And it sounds like the streets love Ult.
Which was so weird. They just really abandoned my boy this episode.
I know.
He didn't have a lot to do, to be honest.
They spent the entire season building him up, and they were like, I feel like after it was all over, they were like, oh, we all forgot about Ult.
Maybe in Wonder Voyage, he's going to hang out with the new girl and have some fun, and we'll meet Ult's dad, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
But Ult had fun with Dragonite. He said, use it in tack, Dragonite. This episode, that was good. Anyway.
Use Dragon Claw, yeah.
Anyway, funny scene here. Ult approaches the baby Pokemon, and he screams to them, no need to fear, guys. You're not getting any more scary guys walking around here anymore, as all of the baby Pokemon cautiously back up away from him in fear of Ult. Thought it was funny.
What's funny?
Then we see Blitzel and Stantler. They're looking sad at all the damage that has been wrought. And because of this, Pogogo-chan has a quick conversation with Shiny Complete Form Zygarde and Shiny Rayquaza and the original 6 Heroes of Light. Liko, Roy, and Ult then approach the legendary Pokemon. They are legendary Pokemon for the time being.
Also Dot.
Yeah, Dot, she's in the bathroom. Pogogo-chan makes a memory sphere and shows off all the Laqua Pokemon that we have seen before. Now, to be fair, Taylor, Dot was a later edition. She wasn't in the original pitch for the show.
I hope somehow they've been planning this finale since the beginning.
Guys, it sounds like the legendary Pokemon want to stay here. I know that's what that Cantonian Tauros in the back wants, and that Eevee and that Bulbasaur.
I know that as Taylor was watching it, he was thinking, oh, it's the equivalent of everything was just a dream.
No. What are you talking about? The kids agree. They say the world does need you here in Laqua. And not to mention our Force Ghost ancestors, they'll watch over you as well, so that'll be fine. Thank you, Pogogo-chan. You've been here since episode 1. But it's time to say goodbye since the series is finally over, except for the, bonus season, but that's no big deal. It's just like, Gaiden, Horizon's Gaiden. Don't worry, I'll come and visit you. And the brave Olivine, the great Salami, flies off, and the 6 heroes and the ghosts watch it. We then cut to a guy in a forest looking for his Doc's bun and apologizing to it as the credits roll. We see lots of people with lots of Pokemon.
Was he in that Pokemon, in one of the Strong Spear one?
Yeah.
He was in an old episode, yeah. I don't remember which one, though.
Sure, yeah.
We see the Paldean starters. We see Palmy, Charmeleon, Flamigo, Furret, Gengar. And finally, we've been waiting. The news reports that the Rising Bolt Tacklers are actually the good guys, and they saved the day. We see our favorite people, the Pericarp villagers with Sfeel and Sawsbuck, happy as can be. Mighty G is here, beloved by all. Kids with Mighty G merch running around with a Tadbulb, past certainly a Flittle. We see a Herdier and an Oshawott, a Dolliv, a Tarantula. And oh my God, we've been waiting. We've been saying this since 5 years ago when we watched this episode. Finally, it's paying off. Litton fan and Stunfisk fanatic praising Rising Bolt Tacklers on the stream, talking about how great they are and saying they helped me, so I knew the whole time.
Forgot about those guys, to be honest.
Even Capsicid Kid is here with Scovillain and Capsicid Kid. All right, guys, time to give up your strong spheres. There's been a recall. Swanna and Unova and Darmanitan are helping collect them with, I believe, the doppelganger people like Rico Suave and Lloyd or whoever. I think that's them. We see then this whole credit sequence. We see Naranja Academy staff. We see a press conference with Exceed. We see Frito, Cervantes, Yanga. Amethio's dad's taking over Exceed, the company, going to destroy every strong sphere. I'll tell you right now, Zerk and Onions, they look funny in their little suits. They don't look like them. And looks like Fritos is going back to his old job, working at Exceed.
Yeah.
And Amethio's joining him too, Taylor, to join his father? You kidding me?
And he's doing it because he wants to.
Oh, very sweet, very sweet. Geesepeep, for this next scene, why don't you tell us who is driving in a car with sunglasses like a diva as an Arcanine runs past?
Grandma Diana and her boyfriend, Butler Hamburglar, are cruising in the desert. They look great. I'm so happy for them.
Me too.
Also, looks like Coral and Sidian are back to being civilians. They're talking with some children who I guess are fans. And we see Chelsea back at her school. The credits are now over. Now it's time for the post-credit scene. Oh,
yeah.
Guys, almost done. We see Umbreon in the woods at night, the moon making its rings glow. Very sick that Umbreon does that. It sneaks over to Spinal's prison cell, gives a quick look at Spinal, then runs back into the woods. Cut to next day. Beautiful.
Surprisingly ambiguous scene.
Yeah, I mean, he's just checking on him. You know, Pokemon music going hard. The brave Olivine flies into the horizon, and it says, "To be continued." Although, again, it should say the end. And for our next time on Pokes, maybe next season will be fun. Maybe it'll be real bad. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Looks like a bunch of nothing.
I'm excited about this season. Unless, of course, Niantic or Scopely have anything to do with it.
We're going to have Pokopia fun stuff, Geesepeep.
Why didn't they use that extra time to... I mean, I know why, but why didn't they use that extra time to really make the new anime series like really good? To like really plan it out.
Geese, I
really
don't think
knock out another season, maybe.
That's not their flow chart.
No, it'll be...
Their flow chart is A team, B team, B team, B team, vacation, B team, A team.
Okay. The finale is over. I have to give it a 10 because of how sick Phoenix Torch Song Mega Rayquaza was. So sick. So much happens. Never boring. There were laughs. There were sick, emotional moments. I've never seen a Pokemon abandon its trainer. That's a huge deal.
I really like that. I really like that. Now, the animation was really good in this episode and last episode. However, I don't know if I really loved the super like anime, the zoom into the eye.
Yeah, like Frito's last episode and this one with the Dragon Ball Z magical leaf.
I don't know if I really like that for this. It feels like too disconnected from like the regular stuff.
That's how I felt about the entire finale sequence. As a viewer, I felt very disconnected from it. I was just watching it thinking, okay, and another minute goes by.
No, it was great. They even gave you Bidoof. What do you want, Taylor?
I love Bidoof. They're getting a point for Bidoof. But Bidoof had the same amount of screen time as Alt and Dot.
I don't even think they showed Dot.
I just can't believe, I can't believe this is the whole big old finale. I can't believe they just tossed away the main villain and motivations and everything. And they were like...
We still don't know what his motivation was. Like, why?
He wants upset that people have friends.
He wants the Pokemon to be powerful.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, does he? Is a great question, because what does he want?
I don't know.
Well, he's in jail now, so you're going to have to write him in prison. I hope you get a response.
We also get no resolution in terms of Alt's dad. Maybe we were going to get something about Matthew's mom.
What are we going to get from her? She's done so.
Well, they kind of teased that there was like something about her.
I don't think they did tease. I think that was just a theory you guys had that maybe there's going to be some secret twist with her.
I thought there was something in Amethio's house with his mom, and it was just kind of
portrait.
Ominous.
Just a portrait of her.
Oh, I thought the way they talked about it was really like
exactly.
Well, I meant you score from one of you two. So.
Yeah, you guys go with your score here. Geese, I feel like you and I are on the same page here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what to score it though, because it just seemed like it was it just felt like another battle.
No, it didn't.
I also feel like there could have been like some kind of in the post credits like help from lady who makes Pokeballs, and she's like, oh, like now that
combat the Lockwium. I'll bet she's in the follow-up series I hope they do post Lockwium Fallout, like trying to clean that up.
Yeah.
Needed more time. Too much battle in the past 4 episodes.
Yeah.
They needed post Laqua to be a big story chunk, because you had like a really interesting opportunity narratively in Pokemon, at least, where it's like, oh, this is a global corporation. This is the big corporation. There are a lot of very substantial players involved in this plot, and they were just like, no, we're just gonna clean it up.
There was not a lot of battle this episode. Last week, tons of battle. This week, they kept it short and sweet.
I'm saying that in the whole finale arc, like let's say the past 5 episodes, it's mostly been battle, which contextually does make sense given the circumstances. But they could have thrown in something, like there should have been more propping this up.
I had a wonderful time.
I also feel like we didn't get enough actual explanation or into what the core was, or its source and stuff.
It's an evil robot
from space.
Very evil robot, Geese.
From space.
Like we could have had Starmie be like, I remember you, or like I don't know.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Something more.
Yeah, we didn't see any Starmie, did we?
I was talking to Michael about this last week. It's very much a Final Fantasy villain where you spend the entire plot fighting all these very interesting, well-developed antagonists. At the end, they're like, "No, it's a blob." You see?
Yeah.
Why didn't we get lady with nice earrings? What's her name? The researcher, the Pogogo researcher.
Oh, Briar.
Why didn't we get like a scene of Briar like talking to newscast, be like, you could read more about Terapagos in my book and some context here. Like that would have been nice.
It would even be sick if they had like on the bottom scroll, like, oh, find out more about this entire gigantic global news story that's changing the landscape of the economy, Pokemon battling, and the law here. And it could have been a website to a real website where we get to read the backstory, even if it was just text.
That's the issue we have with this series having so many characters. There's not enough time to bring up everybody. Like you watch an old Ash episode, Ash is the main character, he wins the big battle. Here we're saying, oh, poor Dot, poor Ult, there's 450. It's like you're playing Suikoden out here, Taylor. You got 40 characters in your party. How are you gonna put enough time on anybody?
And they fleshed out none of them.
It just seems crazy that like her whole deal is she's into Terapagos and that she's like doesn't make any kind of appearance. That seems weird.
Hopefully she'll go visit Terapagos and Laqua.
I mean, even Dot and Ult didn't really make an appearance in this episode.
Yeah.
No time. Geesepeep, what is your score for this episode, this finale of Rising Again?
A 7.
What? You 7?
That is so low, Geese. What, for the finale? 7-1 for me.
Terrible scores.
I just didn't like Spinal as a villain at all.
You see, I was excited when he turned out to be like the main actual villain, but then they didn't do anything with him, and they didn't actually explore his motivations or like what he wanted,
16 Heroes. I was okay with the 16 Heroes like not being the real solution to it. Like that's kind of fun, like a fun little like, oh, you thought this was the solution, but it's not the solution. But
it was to destroy the core. They had to use those 16 orbs to create his little sphere.
Sorry, I meant that it wasn't the solution. It wasn't like we did this and now we're done. Like it's fun that there's a next little step they have to take, but for it to be like, ooh, a big attack.
I will say Spinal's voice acting also very good this episode. Very good. Shouts out.
And that moment of him going crazy and wandering into the Lockwium was just such a... Like, I know they can have those really amazing moments. I just wish that they had I wish there was any backbone to it at all.
Yeah, because they had shown him to be like completely level-headed and logic and cool, so it made no sense that he would do that.
Mm-hmm.
He loves
his oh no, he just wanted to wander into it.
He's entranced by it. It is what you're saying. He is captivated by the Lockwium. He's addicted to it. It's all he can think about. The rest of his life suffers, and there's never-ending thirst and hunger for Lockwium.
Yeah.
All right.
For some reason.
That's that season. Actually,
what did you guys think about the whole season?
We had a string of like 6 episodes that were great in a row. So this is one of the better seasons we've had. So as far as what we're going to cover in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to see if I can pull off somehow finding the footage. But so they're going to have a big musical special.
Ooh.
It's just like celebrating everything. And I'll try to find that for us. So if I can get that, we're going to cover that. And then there'll be like a week break or something. And then we'll go to the next season, Wonder Voyage. But yeah, that'll be what we cover at some point, if I can pull that off.
I believe in you.
This is probably the best season, I think, because I don't remember having 5 episodes in a row that I thought, wow, these are all great in the past.
Mega Voltage was my favorite season.
Where Ult is first introduced.
Yeah, I feel like that had the most interesting story stuff, and also which just like had more like interesting episodes.
I agree. I think this one had higher highs for sure. I'm thinking of, obviously, my favorite episode, Tinkaton. But they did some cool stuff with Alt this season as far as like establishing his reasons for fighting. His growth was pretty prominent this season, which is why I was really disappointed that he was just left out of the ending. But last season I thought was better.
The whole Blueberry Academy was like a bunch of nothing. I thought it was a big waste. It was not fun. Usually I like school-based, stuff, but like...
Especially that school. That's so sick.
It didn't feel like an actual school. And
they did chores for like 2 days and then left.
Yeah, it was a bunch of nothing.
That was I feel like that is kind of the theme of the of this season is a bunch of hot air, like really cool concepts, and then they're just like, fight.
Yeah. I just hope that the new series, or like the continued series with the main people from this season, they just let themselves have fun.
That would be sick.
If there's one thing they're going to do in Wonder Voyage, I'm guessing it's just have fun, because they're just traveling to Pokemon spin-off game worlds to just goof off with Ditto.
I just hope they really go off the reservation and just like experiment a ton.
I think they will. I think that's what they're going to do.
Different art styles.
Ooh. And we get to see Koraidon and Miraidon and the other DLC Pokemon.
I'm pretty excited to see the world of Pokopia, because from what I understand, it's very interesting.
So in the images we've seen Pokemon Go, Unite, Pokemon Sleep. As far as Pokopia itself, I think it's mainly just that we're going to get Ditto as a main character with the new trainer. I think that's the Pokopia version of it. Because Pokopia, spoilers, takes place far in the future. So
right.
Unless they get in a time machine, I don't think.
But they've been time traveling a ton. That could be a Jirachi thing.
Did they time travel? We thought that might happen, but other than the ghosts who just live forever.
Yeah. Immortal ghosts.
I don't think there was any actual time travel.
Anything's possible with Pagogo-chan and Bidoof.
That's true.
Gosh, just imagine if it's an hour of footage of just Bidoof and Pagogo-chan going on adventures.
Oh my God, those two? That's going to be the greatest show of all time.
I couldn't handle it. That would be too many 10s in a row.
I know. Every episode would be another 10.
How do you gauge anything after so much perfection?
Got to start giving it 11s. Geesepeep, are you prepared to move on to the wrap-up?
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can find us at Look Listen Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Please like and comment, subscribe so more people can find us. Also, thank you to Keith for our artwork. You can find him at twitch.tv/keysquared.
Shouts out to Professor Website for the
Tickle Bits.
That's twitch.tv/prof_ticklebits boilerplate.
And the boilerplate.
Please recommend this podcast to your friends, nephews, nieces, and the neighbors across the way, because they probably love Pokemon Horizons or other things. Maybe they want to hear about Adam Scott in HOKUM. Either way, they might have fun listening to this. And also, you can send questions to looklistencast@gmail.com and tell us, did you like the finale? It is now time to say goodbye. 5 times from Geesepeep. I haven't heard one Geesepeep goodbye, and I need like 5 of them, so...
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geesepeep. Thank you for listening to the Geesepeep Productions podcast.
Geesepeep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geesepeep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company